Here's you, Skill.
Okay. I have nothing to toast you with.
Woo! Woo! Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to the channel, people, for another watch along. You know, when it's international break, we are doing the watch alongs here on the channel. And of course, today's game, Friday night special, Friday night SmackDown, Sweden versus Switzerland, Group B, in an absolute must-win game for Sweden. After the debacle they had in September, losing to Kosovo, drawing with Slovenia, they're going up against Thanos right now of international football, Switzerland, who can't stop scoring. What is it now? 5 straight games where they've scored 3 or more goals. So this game should be exciting. Let's hope for an enthralling matchup. Let's hope for drama. Let's hope for golazos. Let's hope for it all, people, because this international break is just getting started. But shout out to everybody already in the chat. Already got 41 of you locals in the house. Shout out to you all. Remember to hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Big up to Brandon. Hopefully you're doing well, Brandon. Yeah, big game for El Salvador. Big game. Shout out to Mustafa as well. Big up, Matt. How are you doing? Shout out to you all. Big up to Canal Zero. Hopefully you all are doing well. Yes, we're going to talk about the lineups very, very soon. And yes, we are definitely doing a watch along next Tuesday for the drama in Group C in CAF World Cup qualifiers. So yeah, you guys should be looking at this lineup because this is a very interesting lineup from Jondal Thomasson, who is under massive pressure right now with Sweden because, let's be honest, if he doesn't do well in this group, ahead of maybe Sweden qualifying to the playoff through the Nations League, if I'm Sweden, I'm pulling the plug on this guy. There is no doubt about it. Look at this lineup, right? You have Johansson, who's the goalkeeper at Stoke City, because Robert Olsen retired from the national team, thankfully, because the dude is absolutely awful, and they needed a better goalkeeper. So Johansson now comes into the starting lineup. Then it is Gudmundsson, Isakain, and Lagerbjerke, who I've never really seen play. He plays his football in Braga in Portugal. He comes into the starting 11. I don't think he's ever really played any international football. Maybe he's had like a couple friendly games, but I've never seen him in like a major game for Sweden. So let's see how he's going to do going up against Vargas and Embolo. But anyways, Bernhardsson will keep his right wing back position. Bergvall finally start. I was honestly shocked at how Lucas Bergvall did not get any minutes, people. Any minutes in the September window. A star player like him, and you're like, no. We're not going to play him. It really baffled me about Lucas Bergvall. But now he is starting alongside Karlström and Ayari, and they're going to need good midfield play up against this Swiss midfield. And Sema comes into the left wing back position because Svensson, he's a good young prospect, but he did not have a great September window. And Sema, he's always been a clutch player for Sweden over the years, and I think he got like 2 goals against Algeria in the June window. So I'm actually okay with Sema coming into the starting lineup, and let's see how he does. And then obviously it is the two striker force of Alexander Isak and Victor Yerkeres, and they're going to need to get the goals tonight, and they need to both perform because recently both of them club-wise, and you could probably say national team-wise, are not performing. They're not performing, people. And then for Switzerland, Moriakin has an unchanged lineup. How many national teams around the world, people, can actually say, oh, we are fielding the exact same 11 with a month break? How many national teams in the world can say that? Because there's always chopping and changing. There's always injuries. But for Switzerland, the fact that they get to keep the same starting 11 is the best possible thing in international football because you need chemistry, chemistry, chemistry. And with Switzerland, Gregor Kobos in goal, Wiedmer is the right back, Elvedi, Akanji, the two center backs, Rodriguez is the left back. Then the three in the midfield, like it always seems like with Switzerland, Granit Xhaka. As long as you have Granit Xhaka in your team, you're fine. You're settled. And then Freuler and Rieder are in the midfield along Xhaka. And then the three forwards right now that are absolutely on fire for Switzerland, Ndoye, Mbolo, and Vargas. So both teams are definitely going for it. And both teams, I think for Switzerland and Moriarty, you just got to take the game to the Sweden team because Sweden are a poor defensive team. They have no structure with Jon Dahl Tomasson. So if I'm Moriarty, if I'm Mbolo, if I'm Granit Xhaka, the captain, I'm just thinking to myself, let's just annihilate them. Let's mentally break Sweden. And for Sweden, then, if you concede the first goal, what's the response? How do you respond as a team? That's going to be a very interesting dilemma here if it gets to a scenario where Sweden are 1-0 down in the game. But then you look at the bench, and I'm like, okay, that's where Sweden could sort of bounce back into this game because they have a guy like Gruner Bargi, Alanga, Hugo Larsson can come into the midfield, whereas Switzerland, who can they really bring on off the bench to make an impact? Not that many players. So they're really, really, really reliant on their starting 11. And that's going to be in favor of Sweden if the game goes longer and longer and it's a draw or something, and then Sweden need to get a goal. And for me, it's no doubt about it that Sweden need to win. I know they could still qualify through the playoffs. You'd rather directly qualify. Oh, we have the back pocket. We have the Nations League, and we can go to the playoff. Who cares? One, you need to play well to get into that playoff. And two, wouldn't you rather directly qualify? Just forget about the playoff. We've seen what's happened to Italy. They get PTSD whenever they hear the word playoff. So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts, people. What's your score prediction for this game? This is a fascinating game. Big up Spy. How you doing? What's your score prediction for Azerbaijan, France? 4-0 France. Yep, possibly given how they've been playing recently. They could beat Bolivia. I'm not too sure still about Peru, Chile, and those sort of teams. I'm not too sure. Big up Kurt. How you doing? Big up to Ibrahim as well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, now that there's an emergency video, I'm gonna upload tomorrow. I'm gonna record and upload tomorrow an emergency video about that Group C because it got wild. Big up to Danny B. Big up to Shamami. How are you doing? Big up to Ben. Olmo, get the clearly somebody's not fan of Olmo right now. Toivottavasti Sveitsi voittaa. Toivottavasti. Ehdottomasti. Toivottavasti. Let's hope for that. Yo, Michael, what's up? I just got here and currently watching the stream while I'm at break in my job. Hey, man, don't go back to work. Don't go back to work. That's all I got to say. Don't go back to work. Shout out to you, Wayne Kali. How are you doing? Matt saying 2-2, Switzerland 3-1. Yeah, I mean, that region, it will kill you, especially if you're watching Oman or one of those teams play. Big up to Jay Vincent seeing 1-0 Sweden. Let's hope these European qualifiers can be as entertaining and as enjoyable as the CAF World Cup qualifiers. Yeah, look, CAF World Cup qualifiers for me will always be undefeated, and that's why we're going to do a watch along on Tuesday for the Benin, South Africa, Nigeria dilemma. But yeah, look, what happened yesterday? Well, Finland won yesterday. Faroe Islands won 4-0, and I did say my predictions for this window. Faroe Islands will beat Montenegro, but 4-0. I mean, for a city, it's basically Faroe Islands is a borough of London. If you want to put in that context, it's a borough of London, and they absolutely destroyed a somewhat competitive Montenegro side 4-0. And I think they had last minute. They conceded a last minute goal against Montenegro, and also to I think it was Czechia as well. So Faroe Islands have been competitive in almost every single game. Now, if they can keep it up, wow! I mean, that is something else here. Let me make sure this is good. All right, we're good with the clock. Good. All right. Hopefully we all are doing well. Remember to hit the like button if you haven't done so already, people. Remember to hit the like button. Is the stream buffering? Because it looks like the connection isn't the greatest for me. I just want to make sure on the phone. Oh, no, we're good on the phone. We're good. We're good. We lost as per usual. I'm pretty sure that's Somalia. Yeah, look, man. I mean, it's gonna take a while to get good at international football, unless you're Indonesia and just say, "Hey, you know what? That guy's Dutch. That guy's Dutch," or you're gonna be like Malaysia and just cook the papers and just falsify all the documents here. So you could choose that way, but don't cry then if FIFA catch you. Don't cry if FIFA catch you. That's all I gotta say. All right, we got the national anthems going. Full house in Stockholm. We did a Michael up Nigeria. Well, you say you did it. Yeah, you did beat Lesotho, but come on, man. I mean, I didn't get to watch the game. I was only watching South Africa. 2-1. I mean, yeah, you win, but shouldn't it be like 4-5-0? Yeah, you can say CAF World Cup qualifiers are difficult. I fully understand that. Look at Seychelles. Seychelles, what's the goal difference now of Seychelles, people? Minus 30, minus 50 at this point in time. So, with the amount of talent the Super Eagles have, it just simply has to be better. There is no excuses for it. There's absolutely no excuses for it. Big up X-Style, how you doing? Michael, you're gonna watch the Argentina-Venezuela game. And speaking of Venezuela, we have a lot of youngsters. You're already believing, huh? You're already believing for World Cup 2030, bro. You're already believing. I hear it, man. I might wake up for the USA Ecuador game. I think I gotta watch that game. They look dysfunctional. In the mud, Niger in the mud. Da la 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 la. Oh, they do. They just roll down. But we'll take it, hey, man. Yeah, at this point in time, it really doesn't matter how you win or what's the scoreline. Just get the win. Yeah, Seychelles are bad. What is it? No, sorry, man. I cannot stream the game. What is Seychelles' goal difference? Let me check here. It's got to be like minus. I mean, we could talk about San Marino. Like, yeah, they lost 10-0 yesterday to Austria. And Austria, by the way, Austria are shameless, guys. They're shameless because as soon as they scored every single goal, they went to go get the ball in the back of the net just to make Arnautovic the all-time goal scorer of the national team. I mean, how that is shameless behavior, which I rate, but also it just highlights that the UEFA World Cup qualifiers and the Euro qualifiers, they just need to have a pre-qualifying round until this round. Have the San Marinos, the Andorras, the Liechtensteins, the Gibraltars all play against each other, and whichever of those teams are the best, they move on. Why? How is San Marino going to develop as a nation? By getting destroyed 10-0 every single game, not possession of the ball. It's stupidity. And yes, Seychelles has a goal difference of minus 44. Minus 44. What's the San Marino's right now? Let me check. What is San Marino's at this moment in time? It cannot be that. It can't be that bad, is it? What group are they in? I think they're H. Minus 27 through 6 games. Yeah, that's pretty bad. They only lost 1-0 away to Bosnia and 2-0 away to Cyprus, so that's not too bad from their perspective. But I just hate. Shout out to the Geordies in the house. I just hate that. Look, I respect that every nation should, participate in the World Cup qualifiers, 100%. But there needs to just be a little bit of like a competitive aspect when you're watching the games. Like even for like the Seychelles, the Somalias, the Eswatinis, and these sort of nations, they should not be in the same games as Ivory Coast, as other nations out there. It's just stupidity. They're not going to develop as a footballing nation. It's just weird. It really, really is weird. Anthem doesn't as good as the one that was played last time they were at the World Cup. Well, I was there for that quarterfinal game. Actually, fun fact, people, the last time Sweden were at the World Cup, 2018, I was at the game against Switzerland in the round of 16. One of the worst football games you will ever watch. I was live there in person, and thankfully, I was trying to drink the sorrows of Sweden, 1, winning, and 2, the game was awful. But these big nations are just criminals. They just, I mean, look, Arnautovic is the all-time goal scorer of the Austrian national team, which kind of makes sense. I mean, he is like one of their more talented players of all time. And 2, I mean, the one that really just gets me. It just irks my skin for a nation that had Van Basten, Van Persie, and these sort of teams. Memphis Depay is the all-time goal scorer of the Dutch national team. Memphis Depay, who's now just living it up in Brazil, and apparently Corinthians are not even happy with him. I mean, Yeah, yeah. That's a lifetime of college. Yeah, if you go to like NYU or Harvard or one of those places, who are you rooting for? And does Finland, Sweden? Yeah, we have like a rivalry. Definitely, it's more like small brother, little brother sort of vibe going on. And yeah, we're definitely the little brother here in Finland. But oh yeah, this is basically like a hate along for me. But you guys know I don't really do that here on the channel. I don't do that here on the channel. I'm just here for the vibes. I'm just here maybe to laugh at Sweden, and we move on. We move on in life because I never put in the title hate along. That's just stupid content from in my perspective. From my perspective, for kids, it might be cool. You know, it might be cool for the kids out there. All right, the game begins, people. Let's see. Are Sweden the real deal, or are they just frauds? Are they just frauds out here? Yeah, I still am shocked that Memphis Depay is the all-time goal scorer. That will probably irk me for the rest of my life. That's gonna be like a fun fact, like a pub quiz or a bar quiz. Who is the all-time goal scorer of the Dutch national team? And you're like, oh no, oh okay, good play by Alexander Isak. Can you find Victor Yerkes? Yerkes 1-on-1 against Akanji already for Sweden. See, this is what they just got to do. Okay, Yerkes, decent hold up play. Back to Yerkes. Oh my god, he has a touch of a donkey. That was a horrific touch by Yerkes. Let's see if they can get across, and they do already. Cleared away by Elvedi. I think look at the amount of space Embolo just has to just drive through the entire midfield of Sweden. And here's Embolo with the shot and straight into the hands of Johansson. I mean, oh boy, big up, Zuriel. We are not going with this vibe. We're not going with this. I won't even respond to it. Belbula was a Michael. Who do you see qualifying? I'll talk about that tomorrow. I'll talk about that tomorrow. Any hate watches you've done, like what HH when nah, not really, to be honest. No. Not even for like Manchester United, who I don't particularly like, of course, but I've never done like a hate along for them. Here we go again though. Yeah, Sweden are just saying to themselves, oh, we gotta just quickly counterattack here. But you don't really want Jirkeris getting on the ball a lot. Ayari shot blocked. Jirkeris sends that to Malmo. That's where he sends it to. He sends it to Malmo. Only Sorloff hate watch. Possibly Sorloff, because I just think the guy is not that good of a player. Uh, yes, yeah, yeah. I probably would agree with that. They definitely got some ballers. I mean, obviously, I can't watch the league, but I can't really judge. But you can see by the national team performances and the sort of players that still Zenit get to sign, like Luis Enrique from and Santos, the left back who started today for Brazil. He plays at Zenit as well. So they still got good players. They got some good players. Isak and Yerkeres hate watch. Damn. Big up to Brian says, I'm half Irish, half Lithuanian. What an epic combo right there. That is an epic combo. Both of my countries aren't looking too good right now. Damn. By the way, I went to Lithuania over the summer to Kaunas. Beautiful, man. Beautiful city. And cheap. Edge of the box. Xhaka is going to take the left-footed shot. Xhaka! Ooh, Johansson with a good save. Hey, man, we already got like 3 shots on target already in this matchup. Elite combo, Brian. Half Irish, half Lithuanian. What would be like the most elite combo, like just of European nations combined? Probably like Albanian and Icelandic. Or no, like Slovenian and Icelandic. That would be like an epic combo right there. Or, yeah, Icelandic, Slovenian, probably Macedonian and like Belgian, something like that. Macedonian, Belgian. All right, here we go. Corner for Switzerland. Vargas takes it. Johansson doesn't get to it. And Bolo post. Oh my god. Oh, Switzerland have had already 3 good chances in this game. It hits the post. Oh boy. Oh, and here comes Yerkeres. Look at the Yerkeres, man. What was he trying to do? Was he just trying to take it on the outside of Wittmer? Wow, look at this. Again, Embolo is just bullying Isaac. What is Johansson doing? Embolo with the shot. Oh, this is already kamikaze settings for Sweden, bro. This is absolute. What is Johansson doing there? He gets absolutely bodied, and Embolo almost scores. Mm, mm. Oh, and then Bolo hits the post from the corner, man. That was close. This is not a good start for Sweden. You can already tell probably the pressure from the media, the pressure from fans. It's already gone to the players. Shaka, low cross in. Terrible clearance. Terrible, terrible clearance right there. Yep. They're already in the gutter. I'm the first time in the channel here. Which club you support? I support Liverpool, Geordie, but all good between us and the Geordies. All good between us. But I'm not like a crazy Liverpool fan. Corner in. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Not 10 times. You can't say unfortunately, bro. Although I'm also an Athletic Club fan, so you can respect me for that, at least. God, man. Sweden are all over the place. Embolo's going to get another chance here. Almost fell to the feet of Embolo. He's offside. He's offside. Wow, wow, wow. Whew. This is Jondal Thomason might just be a Danish spy who's just hired, or he's basically pushed by the Danish FA. Hey, you need to go manage the Sweden national team and basically do an inside job here. That's what you need to do here, because I don't know what the heck I'm watching with Sweden. I don't. You cannot tell me, based on the talent on this team, a guy like Lucas Bergvall, Isak Hein, Gudmundsson, who's had a pretty strong start at Leeds, to a Lucas Bergvall, to Ayari. Obviously, there's no Kulusevski. Maybe Alanga could somehow get into this team. They cannot be playing this bad for 3 straight games. If it's 3 straight games of just subpar performances, you got to make a move somehow. Get the Malbu manager who's about to do a madness with Malbu, basically become the Leicester City of Sweden. Hire him, because Jondal Thomason is just an inside spy. Yeah, I'm back in Finland. Back in Finland. Quick question: which region of qualifying has been the most entertaining? Oh, definitely CAF. Easily CAF for me. Conable is just like, hey, all right, you're qualifying, you're qualifying, you're qualifying. Oh, CAF easily has been the most entertaining. Although slightly CONCACAF, slightly, depending on what happens tomorrow night for me, or tomorrow morning when the games are played. Okay. I'm just trying to see where Lucas Bergvall wants to pick up the ball here. Look at every which way. Switzerland. Oh, that was good. Almost good play. And Doi. Oh my God. Look, this is just nervous breakdown here by Sweden. They're an absolute mess here. Absolute mess. I'm German, Moroccan, and I hate my life. We both have terrible managers. It just feels like whenever I talk to Moroccans, or I talk to really any international football fan, which nation is actually happy with their manager? Generally, oh my God. And Doi is going to get in behind. Oh, good defending. Good defending there, because it's another corner for Switzerland. It just looks like it's going to be inevitable that Switzerland are going to get the first goal here. It looks inevitable. So, yeah, question for the chat. Is there any nation right now that's happy with their manager? Probably Spain with Luis de la Fuente, of course. Argentina, of course. Brazil with Carlo. Switzerland with Portugal. There's still question marks about Martinez. Yeah, and probably Canada, I would say. Corner in. Nobody at the back post. Is Xhaka going to take the shot, or is he going to cross the back post? Nope. Back to Ndoye. Ndoye, is he going to take the shot? Ndoye sends that to Zurich. He sends it to Zurich. Yeah. So, to be fair, Norwegians were not happy with Solbakken for a long time. They were not happy with him for a long time. And only just now this year, he's back on their good side. Because otherwise, they were not happy. Well, you would say South Africa with Hugo Broos, but I don't know anymore. Embolo, I think. Did Embolo make the move to Stade Rennais, guys? I think he made the move to Stade Rennais, because yeah, his club form just doesn't warrant. Yeah, Cabo Verde. Is Norway the Belgium 2010s golden generation for the late 2020s decade? Maybe, but it's not as talented because I mean, look at the center backs that Belgium had in that team. I mean, you had Vincent Company, Toby Alderweireld, and yeah, Jan Vertonghen. I mean, those three center backs were elite for Spurs, for Manchester City, and elite and international level. Norway don't have those sort of center backs, so nah, Norway are just like a Tesco version of that Belgium golden generation. A Tesco version. Um, Tuchel's not happy with the fan. Why would you be? Why would you be? What atmosphere? I mean, to be fair though, I for the life of me do not understand why they keep playing games at Wembley, even friendlies. Look at how they're look how Switzerland they just know who to give it to. Just give it to the quarterbacks, Xhaka, and elite things will happen. Or give it to Vargas as well. Those are like the two players where you look at them, you're like, okay, here. Rodriguez is going to put it in a cross, back post towards Wiedemer. Oh, if he could just get a touch to it, that would have been a tap in. Oh man, Sweden cannot control the game to save their lives. Seems to be finding his groove now. Yeah, that's why I said people just got to be patient. What was it like? 3 games in, get the German out of England, get him out. What is he doing? He cannot manage our national team. Blah blah blah. When Thomas Tuchel, if he wins the World Cup with England, knighthood. Sir Thomas Tuchel, 1000%. So uh, I think he'll eventually get it right. There's no doubt about it. When they, oh, good hold up play by Haraldsson to Isak. There is nobody in the box. Okay, now there's Victor Yerkeres. Cross in. Look at that. Why is nobody at the edge of the box there for Sweden? They actually moved the ball really well. Oh, he's offside anyways. Berhansen. Okay, he's offside. He's offside. England never do away game friendlies. Yeah, but shouldn't you like play in St. James's Park or play at what's the Sheffield United stadium's name? Brummel Lane? Or go play at I don't know, Etihad Stadium? Just go take it somewhere else. Give the reason because everybody has to travel to London and we know train tickets in England are an absolute joke. So feed the people. Lucas Barival. Oh, good play again. Who was that? Was that Wiedmer? Oh no, that was Elvedi. Elvedi out wide to Vargas. Oh, here we go. Once again, Switzerland on the attack. Rodriguez, he's going to shoot this. He's going to shoot this. Oh, he's going to put the cross in. Back post towards Imbol. No. My God. My God. My God. You've had 3 good chances already in Bolo, man. How can you keep wasting? Look at the amount of space because Lucas Barival doesn't know where to press onto. Bern Hudson has to take out Ndoye on the left wing. I mean, this is just shambolic. This is absolutely shambolic from a Sweden perspective, just defensively, let alone what they're trying to do. There we go. Now I'm back. Back to life. Back to reality. When will Switzerland ever make a major tournament semifinal? They should have the last time. Euros, man. If Saka just wasn't so clutch of a player, damn. That was the moment, man. That really was the moment for Switzerland because they basically completely frustrated England throughout that game. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think I will ever see in my lifetime, unfortunately. Once Granit Xhaka is away from this national team, I don't see who's going to be that next guy. You maybe Yasari, but I mean Granit Xhaka, it's just levels, man. It's levels. Look at what he's doing with Sunderland. Immediately he goes there, he just brings a sort of leadership, but just a presence on the field. It's just I really like Granit Xhaka. I think after that move away from Arsenal, and he had a pretty good last season with Arsenal. Ever since that moment, I'm like, oh no, this guy, he is the real deal. Oh, yeah, man, there is no connection between. So, what do you do then if you're Yondel Thomas? Do you play then a sort of good hold up play by Alexander Isak out wide to Sema? Finally, Sweden look to be dangerous. Okay, where is Sema just going to go, or is he just going to take it down the byline? He does cross post towards Lucas Bergvall into Victor Gyökeres. Oh, oh, that was it, man. That was a good chance for Sweden. Finally, some decent play from them. Shout out to Animator Mishra for becoming a member of the channel. Big up to you, man. Thank you very much for joining the MTF Academy. Yeah, people, if you just want to just support the channel, give me a little extra bucks to feed my dog, become a member of the channel. But most important thing is you just subscribe and you hit the like button. The most important thing is you hit the damn like button. Because right now we are on 31 likes. 31 likes. We are having a hate along here for Sweden. Shout out to you, Anna dear. Thanks for becoming a member of the channel. Big up to you. Big up to you. Switzerland is melting. Is it bad for Switzerland? Switzerland. Iceland is melting. Yeah, they're already 1-0 down. Germany up 1-0. Kosovo still 0-0. Okay. Some interesting results. I think tomorrow is the Norway game and Italy game, and I don't remember who else is playing tomorrow from UEFA World Cup qualifiers. Who else was playing tomorrow? Was it Portugal? It's tomorrow's the Serbia-Albania game. Eek, eek. Hopefully they just get that through. Please. Yasari is levels 2, but the replacement Stanko is the real deal too. Real baller. Yeah, I mean, I love Yasari, man. I think what I saw from him at Club Brugge, I mean, the guy just looks like Granit Xhaka, just 10 years younger. It's basically it. But you're going to need a huge, massive career to emulate what Granit Xhaka has done throughout his career, right? I think that's what you have to ease off with, like the Yasari sort of hype around him. That's all I would say. I mean, Embolo is just trying to bully ball. He is a kind Gudmundsson this entire game. If he does it, the dude is the GOAT. All right, here we go with Bern Hudson. Back to Lucas Bergvall. Can Lucas Bergvall get the cross in? Oh, it almost falls to the path of Alexander Isak in the box. Akanji Rodriguez. Oh, look at this. Look how just nice. Okay, what happened there between Ndoye? But it's like there's just the amount of space that Sweden's midfield is just allowing Switzerland so far in this game. That would concern me if I'm a Sweden fan, because Jon Thomason, when it gets to the playoffs, you're gonna have to have some defensive structure. You're not gonna just outscore the opponents 3-2, 3-2, and qualify for the World Cup. I mean, unless Alexander Isak and Victor Gyökeres are absolute money that day. But I mean, come on, man. It's just these tactics need to be a lot better. And just because there's been so much sort of changes in the lineup, there's just no chemistry between the players. Look at the Swiss players. Everybody knows exactly where they are. Look at all the space now for Akanji. How is Akanji allowed to dribble from his own half all the way almost to the edge of the box? He gets out wide now to Wiedmer. Is he gonna? Don't tell me if Akanji scores, that's gonna be ridiculous. Oh, poor cross from Wiedmer right there. Absolutely horrific cross. Oh yeah. Oh, Svinakin starting today. Nice. Oh, it's 1-0 Northern Ireland. Hey, that is the perfect news for Germany, because they're going to need some help here, which I should never be saying those words, but it is 2025 and I still have no hope for Italy and I have no hope for Germany. So let's see. Oh, man. The sinuses. See, I'm getting the allergies. Michael, I remember about a year ago I asked to walk up with me. She said yes, but in that time she friend zoned me, and oh man, I'm sorry, Ralph. You'll find better, bro. You'll find better. Don't worry about it, bro. You'll find better. Damn, you said Italy would qualify. Ralph, that was your first mistake, though. You can't say that. Yeah, let's go watch the World Cup with Italy. No, how are you even certain that Italy are going to even qualify for the World Cup? No matter the group they're in. I mean, no matter the group. You can have Faroe Islands. You can have Eswatini. You can have, I would say Chile. Well, let's go with Chile still. and still Italy would find a way not to qualify for the World Cup, possibly, or at least make it life extremely difficult. But don't worry, Ralph. You'll bounce back, bro. You'll bounce back. Really? Did Bolivia beat? No, no way. Did they? That would be actually a statement win. I know people will laugh. Oh, Michael, it's Jordan. It's Jordan. But we know the altitude merchants are terrible away from home. Wow, they did beat Jordan 1-0. Hey man, Olivia might do this, guys. Olivia, the altitude merchants might do this. Big up, Kurt. Thank you for the kind donation. Really, really appreciate it. Kurt is saying, where do you think England will finish next year at the World Cup? Right now, to be honest, I think they will be World Cup finalists. I think they will be World Cup finalists. So, yeah, not much more to say, Kurt. Thank you for your kind donation. And that should be the realistic goal. The goal for you don't bring in Thomas Tuchel, get all that hate from the English media because they can't accept that English managers are just terrible. You don't hire a manager like that and say, "Hey, we're going to be okay if you just get to the semifinals." No, the goal is to win now with this England team that are super, super talented. And we haven't even seen the best England 11 on the field with Thomas Tuchel. So I really think that English people should have some high hopes for the national team for ahead of the World Cup. Now, it's obviously going to depend on the players. So what sort of players is Thomas Tuchel going to start in the starting 11? That's going to be a real question mark. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I will talk about that more when I do my preview for the World Cup and just specifically England. I still think they can't be World Cup finalists. That's where I would go right now. They're up there with Argentina, Spain, France, Brazil, Portugal. Those are like the 6 nations you look at right now and saying any of those 6 nations can win the World Cup. Where maybe in the past, like 2006, you looked at that World Cup and you said, this is Brazil all day, every day. I mean, look at the team they have on the paper. 2010, you kind of looked at just really, I mean, yeah, Brazil won the Confederations Cup, but Dunga was a terrible manager and Spain were the elite side. So everybody was picking Spain. 2014 was a little bit more, I would say, open because there wasn't a lot of top teams. Oh, that's a foul in Mbolo, surely. You didn't call that? What are Sweden doing with the outlet pass? This is terrible. But big up, Kurt. Thank you for your kind donation. And big up to Jeff Serrano says, Uncle Keiko. I'll go with that. Uncle Keiko. Greece missed the vibe check. No, they missed the football check, Jeff. Hello. Okay, by the way, I'm not saying that those last 2 words because I don't know what the heck those mean. If you just want to use that for any context, what the heck is say siete? ¿Qué es say siete, Jeff? ¿Qué es say siete? They definitely missed the vibe check. They're down in the gutter. And now I'm a little bit worried about Greece that the youngsters, not overhyped, but that they felt the pressure yesterday. That's where I'm going to go at. Because if you watch the game, Jeff, or anybody watched the Scotland-Greece game, that was like 5-0 for Greece. I mean, they absolutely obliterated them. Then it just took 2 set-piece goals and a terrible mistake from the goalkeeper, and Greece lost 3-1. So Greece played well, but they lose. That's sort of the context here. But I'm not going to go crazy and say, oh, yeah, this generation will do nothing. This is still a young generation, and they just need to learn from their mistakes. Now, I don't know about what's going to happen if they make it to the playoff or ahead of the Euro 2024, but they better be qualifying for that Euro 2024. I'll say that right now. If they don't qualify for that tournament, sack everybody. Because then I would be very much worried. Okay. And Bolo down injured. Yeah, after muscling or having a UFC tuggle with Isakine. No, I'm not really anti-Swedish. No. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle, to be honest. Obviously, do I want Sweden to do well? No, but I don't hate the nation. I don't have anything against the Swedish national team. Obviously, if Finland and Sweden played against each other, oh no, out of here. I'm not trying to see you guys do well at the World Cup. That's why I went to that World Cup game in 2018, and I was hoping to watch. What was the game I was hoping to watch? Brazil versus Mexico. Didn't happen. Unfortunately. Now, Alex, let's not get crazy here. Let's not get crazy here. Why are they showing Peter Forsberg? Why are they showing an ice hockey player? Isn't that Peter Forsberg? God, Mori Akin looks like an absolute boss. One with the gray hair, perfect gelled hair, and then the glasses. This guy looks menacing. He looks absolutely menacing. Now, if Faroe Islands somehow qualify for the next Euros, boy, oh boy, that might be the craziest qualification we've ever seen. Michael, remember when I said on your 20K substream, I said Italy would win the World Cup? Well, Ralph, I need to smoke. I need the same strain that you're smoking because that ain't never happening. Never happening unless Moise Keane turns into Roberto Baggio of 1994. Other than missing the penalty at the end, yeah, maybe Italy have a chance. But first off, they need to get to the dance. Second off, they need to have better tactics with Gattuso. And three, actually just do well. Like they haven't won a World Cup game, just a knockout stage game since 2006. Some of you weren't even born in the chat. The last time the Italy won a knockout stage game in the World Cup. So there is so many. Oh, good play though. Lucas Berival into Alexander Isak. He hits the post. Oh my god! How did Isak not score there? Oh, that was wonderfully played though. Look at that nice pass by Isak Hine and the Bear Hudson. That dummy run by Lucas Berival. Oh, Isak has to score. He has to score. There is no doubt about that. Wow. Hey, 10 time. You're old. What about me? Okay, now we're just okay. That's get up. That's not a penalty. Yerkes, hold up play. Ayari into the box. Oh, nobody could get a touch there for Sweden. Oh, you definitely don't remember it. Oh, you just turned 27 last Saturday. Nice, man. Happy belated birthday in 10 time. To be fair, actually, next week Saturday is my birthday, so and I will not be revealing my age. I will not be revealing about my age. And Italy haven't won a knockout stage game of the World Cup since 2006. Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, if you're talking about like in 90 minutes, that's a fair point. God, man. They what was it, 3-0 against Ukraine? 3 or 4-0? 3-0. 3-0. Do I look 18, guys? Do I look 18? Alexander Bosvik. I was turning 18. I wish I was turning 18, man. You do these wrinkles look like I'm 18? Do they look 18? Do they no. Unfortunately, those days are long gone for your boy. Another corner. Damn, another corner. Another corner for Switzerland. So we've had two posts. We've had an unbelievable amount of chances here for Switzerland. This game really should be like 1-1, 2-1. Probably more 2-1 for Switzerland because they had about like three really good chances in the opening 10 minutes. Okay, what's happening with Gran Xhaka? Oh, I just realized who the referee is. Oh my god. How does this guy get actually competitive games in World Cup qualifiers? And he will definitely be reffing at the World Cup too. How? I mean, just how? And Doy. Cross in towards Embolo. Nobody there at the back post. Is to Shaka. Yep. Shaka couldn't beat the first man there. I'm going to be 40. 39. Guys, I got no gray hair. I got no gray hair. Come on now. Respect your boy a little bit. Pushing 50, but still looking great. Damn. At least I'll give a hint. If I go buy a beer at the supermarket, I don't get carded anymore. That's probably because of just the wear and tear on my eyes, guys. You know, just the amount of battles I have witnessed in my lifetime. 32, 39, 38, 34. Damn, this ain't good, man. Shout Where you from? Finland. Finland. 52 and going strong, man. Hey, man, those when I took that trip to Panama and I got the red blood cell injections, I became a new man after that. Oh, again, look at this poor play from Sweden. He's a kind. I mean, these guys cannot play out from the back to save their life. It is just route one disgusting football from Sweden. This is disgusting football. Cool. Look at how much space there is for Granit Xhaka. Who is pressing for Sweden? Who is the guy that's saying, "Okay, guys, let's press here." When this certain player gets it, because you know Jon Thomason is not going to get tactics. Here comes Vargas. He's just got to control it. Good play by Ayari. Again, how many times are Sweden going to lose possession of the ball today? Vargas. Is he going to play overlap and run? He cannot shoot on his left foot because he has no left foot. Granit Xhaka. Eek. Now that's poor. That is poor. Faroese have beaten Austria, Greece, and now Montenegro, and a draw versus Turkey in the Nations League 3 years ago. Crazy. Wow. What a rise for them, man. That is actually one of the craziest rises for minnows. Because you could probably say also Iceland from what they were like late 90s, early 2000s, and then obviously qualifying to the Euros and the World Cup and making it to the quarterfinal of the Euros. That's probably one of the crazier rises for minnows. But Faroe Islands are an island of or a bunch of archipelagos of what 60,000 people. There's probably more sheep than people in Faroe Islands, and for the fact that they're doing these sort of results is astonishing. It's actually astonishing. 21 should be in the army. Well, I did do my service, so I'll give you guys that hint. I did do my service, as it is mandatory here in Finland. Luxembourg's best results were wins versus Bosnia and Ireland. The last time Luxembourg were semi decent was the 1960s, although they were pretty decent like 2 years ago, I would say. To be fair, if you watch that game against Slovakia back in September, they obliterated Slovakia. And then Slovakia just, kind of like Scotland against Greece. They got that one goal, and that was enough. That was enough for them. You know what I'm thinking? Can Alanga play like as a right wing back? Because Bernhardson, he seems decent, but wouldn't Alanga just be so much more better linking up the play with the Yirkes, with the Lucas Barival down that right side? I mean, yeah, maybe he's not the best defensively. Okay, cool. That's why you got three center backs there to cover for him. Why can Alanga not get into this sort of style of play? That's what kind of baffles me too. The second tier of what? I mean, I think most of the team is from the Faroese League. But hey, man, Klaksvik, that Faroese club, they're pretty decent. To be fair, they're actually pretty decent. All right, let me see here what's going on in the other games. 2-0 Germany. Okay, yep, that's gonna be done. Northern Ireland 1-0 down to 1-0 up against Slovakia. Iceland get it back to 1-1. Nothing in the Belgium Northern Macedonia game, of course. Eek, eek, eek. Hey man, we might be seeing Iceland again at the playoffs. God, good defending from Berhalten. Oh my god, he absolutely. Oh my god, he just said, "And Doy, yeah, we're gonna send you to the hospital." Oh my god, boy, and Doy is actually quite badly injured. Look at this! Look at this push from Berhalten. He said, "Nah, not today." I mean, it's a little push. That shouldn't really be hurting Endoy. Yeah, exactly. Does anybody know how Ndoye's been doing at Nottingham Forest? Because I have not. Obviously, look, Big Ange, High Life for Life tattoo. It hasn't been going well, but you would at least expect the attacking players like an Ndoye to do well on the side. It doesn't seem like he's getting any joy. Should have stayed at Bologna. See, all these guys who go from Serie A, and it goes the other way around as well. When there's a above average sort of Serie A player like Milinkovic when he went to Nottingham Forest last season and did really, really well. Just stay at your club. Just stay at Bologna. You're going to play Europa League football. You're in a beautiful city. Why do you need to leave? Why? Oh, just because you're going to get more views because of the Premier League. Nottingham Forest are just shambles, mostly because of the owner. Well, 100% of the owner. That's why. France can be more ruthless with their. Yeah, you think, but look who their manager is, and then we can talk. Oh, good play by Berhalsen. This guy is one of the only players today for Sweden where you kind of look at him. He's like, okay. Yeah, this is just going to go. This is going to be all night. This Embolo is a kind battle all night, all day, all night, all day, all night. What the? What the? Libya third has more points than all the seconds in other groups bar Gabon. That is actually a crazy stat. But did you take into account how Libya performed against Eswatini? Because you got to take that into account. Oh, Rodriguez, what is he doing? Oh my god, what actually a perfect pass into Widmer. This is like my only sort of problem with this Swiss team is that they don't really have like an attacking 10 like Shaqiri. Like if they had a Shaqiri on this team, like a prime Shaqiri, oh my god. Again, they would just be such a competitive side because everybody's comfortable on the ball. They all know tactically what they're doing. But that's just the one thing they're kind of missing. It's just in that sort of final third. It's just a creative monster because you can't just expect okay, Endoy. Oh, terrible pass from Endoy right there. Because clearly Sweden are just trying to counterattack, but Victor Yerkeres is having an atrocious day so far. He had that one decent link up play with Lucas Barival. Here comes Ayari. Ayari, can you? No, that's a clear foul. Clear foul by a Reader. Yep. Where does the Reader actually play his football? Where does Reader play his football? Augsburg. Is there any guys from the starting 11 in the Swiss league? Nope, of course not. No, because Freuler is Bologna. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Deschamps, Bruce Arena, Fernando Santos, Harambo. No. You can't do that against Bruce Arena. Bruce Arena actually had the USA playing some decent football. Oh, Alexander. Oh, I see what Alexander is, of course, trying to do there. A little dummy. Oh, okay. Now that should be yellow card on Bear Hudson. Okay. How is that not a yellow card? So after about like the first 15 minutes where Switzerland were hands down the better team, there hasn't been a lot of action since then. It's kind of evened out, but it's still not like Sweden are playing amazing ball here. But here we go. There's a counter attack 3-on-3. Can Victor Yerkes find Lucas Barival? All right, here we go. There is nobody else making the run. It's just Yerkes and Alexander Isak. Nobody else. See, the midfield should just be, or maybe you kind of play like a Rooney Bargi in the number 10 and maybe take out, I guess, like a Yari. You could probably do that because I think he wants to keep a close to. Oh my God. Alex Isak, that is a terrible pass. What is Kobel doing? Why didn't Kobo just take that with his hands? That was strange by him. Okay, here. Oh, again, a terrible, terrible sort of hold up play. Oh, great pass by Gran Xhaka. Can Vargas get to it? Good defended by Gudmundsson. Great defending. Great defending from Gudmundsson there. Big up Jeff for the kind donation. Really appreciate it. Says Finland are beating Netherlands. Watch. I don't know who said that. Maybe it's my doppelganger, my forgotten lost brother that I've never met in my lifetime, but those words have never been spoken here on the channel and never will be because that ain't happening. If Finland somehow beat the Dutch on where's the game? Sunday? I think Sunday or Monday is the game. Oh, you guys have never seen me shameless. Never. You will see me shameless that day. If somehow Finland beat the Netherlands and we keep our hopes alive. Oh, that should be a foul. Oh, hopefully. And then Bolo just forgot the ball. And now Anthony Taylor will call the foul. This guy is an absolute bum. But yeah, big up Jeff for the kind donation. Big up Jeff. Big up Jeff. Shout out to Jeff. Shout out to Animator Mishra. Shout out to Kurt Barlow for his kind donation as well. Big up to you guys for supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. Do you think Isak and Victor Yerkes for both Arsenal and Liverpool, you think both clubs and themselves will go trophyless this season? Well, I mean, if either one of them don't win the Premier League, I wouldn't say that's a shock because of obviously Manchester City, but I would definitely be surprised if I don't see one of Liverpool, Arsenal don't win the Premier League. That would be a little bit of a shock to me. You would still kind of fancy them for the League Cup or the FA Cup, and to be honest, maybe Arsenal are more favorites for the Champions League right now than Liverpool, just solely based on the defense that Arsenal have and the A team and the B team. So, yeah, I feel like Victor Yerkes will be more of a. Oh my god! Look at this battle between. What is this goalkeeper Johansson doing? What is Johansson doing, guys? Is this dude drunk? Does he have like a bet on himself about giving up an error or an OG? Or is he just super nervous? Because what is Johansson doing? I mean, that is a clear foul. Again, he comes out of his goal where he doesn't need to. He punches it straight to. This is so weird. Gran Xhaka with the shot. Oh, trying to go for that bottom right corner. League. When was the last game week of World Cup qualifying? The last actual window of World Cup qualifiers is March. Alexander Isak, is he throwing goal? Alexander Isak. Is he going to sweat it to Lucas Barrival? There is no way that he missed that. We need to see a replay. How on earth did he miss that Lucas Barrival? Oh, don't. If Switzerland now somehow score, I'm going to laugh my ass off. There is no way. All he had to do was just tap it in, guys. He didn't have to overthink the shot. Did he just miss kick it? Or did he hit the ground? Obviously, we'll get a replay of it, but oh my god, that is one of the worst misses I've seen all season. Or I've seen in a long time. And I had to watch Darwin Nunes play at my club for 3-4 years. Maybe Lucas Barrival is also Danish. This is seriously like an inside job here. What? How did he miss that? That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh my god. He had the entire net open and he missed it. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, that's a foul. Okay, please let's get the replay of this. I need to see it. How did Lucas? Nope, no replay still. This is just some inside dog. Lucas Barrival, check the papers, man. This guy might be Danish. It has to be Danish. Okay, Switzerland gonna go. Can we just please see a replay of that miss? Please. This game should be like 2-2. With the amount of chances both teams have had, or like genuinely good opportunities, Embolo having 3 good opportunities, hitting the post, Alexander Isak hitting the post, Lucas Barrival hitting, or well, hitting, basically missing the entire net. I mean, uh, okay, good hold of play by Akanji. I was actually like, I kind of like that sort of set piece play by Switzerland. Can they win the header there? Nope. If I'm Widmer, I'm making that run overlapping. There you go. Let's see if Widmer is going to put the cross in. Nope. I just like how every player, it seems like, on Switzerland, they are the most comfortable players on the ball. It just seems like everybody could play midfield. Please, can we get a replay of that miss? Oh, here we go. Good hold of play by Victor Yerkes into Alexander Isak. Takes a touch pass Akanji. Boom, boom. Looks up, sees Lucas Barrival. Perfect, sweaty goal. 1-0 Sweden. Oh my god, he just completely he just didn't get a connection on it. Oh my no, if I was Yondo Thomason, and that's halftime. If I was Yondo Thomason, I'm taking the iPad and I'm throwing it onto the field. I'm throwing everything on the field. I'm like Jose Mourinho. I'm taking all the water balls, throwing them onto the field, but that's halftime, people. I mean, it was entertaining. That was pretty entertaining game. It's just a shame that it's 0-0 because it really should be like 2-2. It has to be like 2-2 so far in this matchup. But let me know your thoughts, people. Who was kind of like the standout player for you? I would probably say it's Bear Hudson. I would say Granit Xhaka because I just rate the guy so highly. Embolo was a menace, but then also sometimes Isa Kine got the better of him. Yeah, I would probably say Granit Xhaka or Ben Hudson. Those two have been the standout players for me in this half. Yo, by the way, Yondo Thomason literally looks the same as he did 20 years ago. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, he was a really good player, though. Big up Charlie Stone says, shambolic performance by Sweden. Tragic garbage players. School kids can play better than these guys. Damn, Charlie ain't mincing his words. I would probably say yes, that like the first 20 minutes, Sweden are, to be fair, like in possession, if you want to say like building out from the back, well, Sweden were terrible. I mean, this guy Karlstrom can't do anything. Lucas Barrival is basically playing as a right wing midfielder, if you want to say there, kind of picking up those sort of positions, the ball. But Lucas Barrival should be exactly in the position where Karlstrom is, receiving the ball from the defense and driving with it, and driving with it. That's where you're going to see the best of Lucas Barrival. You know who should have been in the position where Lucas Barrival is? Rooney Bargi. I think that is maybe a substitution that Yondo Thomason can look at, is bring on a Rooney Bargi for a Lucas Barrival, so you have a bit more creativity in the final third. But overall, I mean, Alexander Isak really wasn't involved in the game, but he hit the post and he almost got it. He should have gotten an assist to Lucas Barrival. Yerke is having a 7 point. What's that rating? Is that 7.1? Okay, look, Yerkes had some nice touches to Lucas Barrival setting up for when Isak hit the post, and then setting up the counterattack for the late. I mean, how Embolo has a 5.7? Yeah, he's had like one easy chance in this game, but Embolo has been better than Victor Yerkes so far this matchup. He's absolutely tormenting Isak Kine. Isak Kine is getting the better of him sometimes. Embolo is getting the better of him sometimes. I mean, This is why you can't take ratings serious. If anybody posts stupid ratings on social media or has it on YouTube and says, "My God, this guy had a 7.15 rating from SofaScore, FootMob, or whatever," it's bogus. Watch the game. If you watch the game here, Embolos had a better game than Victor. The problem here for Sweden is they don't know how to build up from the back. So what they're trying to do is just play the long ball towards a Yerkes, play the long ball towards a Bear Hudson or a Isak, and then just living off the scraps there. If they don't get joy from those sort of scenarios, they're really struggling to play football here. For Switzerland, the only reason they look so fragile defensively is they give up the ball in poor positions, and then it's basically that right side that is kind of getting cooked here with the Wittmer and Elvedi. And Rodriguez isn't the quickest. He doesn't have that sort of pace anymore to his game. So you can kind of see like the fullbacks are getting a little bit exposed for Switzerland in this matchup so far. So I'm really fascinated to see what happens here because I think the subs can make a big difference. And judging by the bench, I would still fancy Sweden because they have a pretty solid bench. I think the problem for Switzerland is a little bit that they're too reliant on the crosses. Cross, cross, cross. That's why you need a player like Rieder if he wants to combine the play as like a number 10 and combine the play with an Embolo or Vargas, because Vargas also isn't really, I would say, a right winger. He's more of the left side because then he can obviously cut in, but Endoy is one of their best players. Yeah, but I think Switzerland, they just got to keep playing their game. I knew this wasn't going to be an easy game for them. I think I said 2-2, and well, based on that first half, it should be 2-2 already. It should be. Lucas Berreval chat near post and open chance. By the way, I'm at the stadium and my 600 krona are wasted. Lol. Hey, nice man. Enjoy the game, Charlie. Enjoy the game. Hopefully the atmosphere is good because I can't hear the stadium. But yeah, I mean, how much is 600 krona? How much is that in euros? Sorry, bro. I don't Swedish to euros. 55 euros. That's actually a lot for national team game, man. So what the heck are the Swedish FA doing, man? You want us to pay? You want the customer to pay 55 euros to watch Galstrom and Yondo Thomason tactics? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Come on, man. Get out of here. If I was Yondo Thomason, I would go up to Isak and yell the scene from Mulan where Mushu says, "Dishonor on your dishonor on your cow." God, that's a great man, Ralph. Elite quote there, which hopefully would show Isak how bad of a miss that was. What? Huh? You mean to Lucas Berrival? I think that's what you're talking about, Ralph, because Isak kind of just got unlucky, I feel like, with the shot that hit the post. But Lucas Berrival, you are in trouble. Lol, so you're telling me Switzerland is playing Berhalter ball. Infinity crosses. Not like infinity crosses, but they're a little bit too, I would say, reliant on, okay, if Wittmer or Rodriguez get the ball, they just have to cross. Obviously, because they're kind of fullbacks and they're not really attacking, except Rodriguez. He's a much more of an attacking fullback. You got to get Ndoye involved in this game. But some of the strange choices also by Johansson, the goalkeeper, were fascinating to say the least. Because I saw the goalkeeper from Libya yesterday or 2 days ago, have an absolute howler. Why do I feel like every manager that is about to get sacked at the end of the day, they don't get sacked? Oh, that is called the Diego Simeone curse. Diego Simeone is always looking like he's going to get sacked, and then he goes on a 5-game, 10-game winning streak, and Atleti look like the best team in Europe. It's called the Diego Simeone-itis. That's what I'm going to call it. Yeah, they definitely bottled it. They definitely bottled it. Iceland are turning into Meltland. So they're turning into Greenland. Is that what we're saying here, people? Iceland are turning into Greenland because it is currently, 3-1 Ukraine. Malinovsky, that is a name I've not heard in a long time. Ever since those Atalanta days, the guy has not been anywhere. He's actually playing in Genoa now. Gutsulak. Do they have that Vanat guy? Yeah, they have that Vanat guy. So is Dovbik now just a bench player? Wow. Dovbik has just fully become a bench player for Ukraine. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Barival can't get the Spursy out of his system. Well, to be fair, Spurs are Europa League champions, so we can't say much about that. I'm an Arsenal fan. I just wanted to watch Victor Yerkes score one. Well, I would say his performances have not been good, or this performance at least has not been good. Some of his touches, I mean, I like Victor Yerkes, so I'm not gonna like really diss on the guy. Like, some other football people would be like, "Oh my god, look at this guy! He's always been trash. Oh, you can never trust the Sporting, never trust the Liga Portugal. Oh, that league is a farmers' league. Oh, fraud watch." No, Yerkes, I think he's kind of just struggling so far, just kind of adapting to Arsenal. For this game, he's had 2 decent touches. The rest, I expect better. And I think Swedes expect better a lot also from Yerkes. They are in trouble now, yes. I will talk about that tomorrow in the video, people. Don't worry. Pure Harambol in France versus Azerbaijan. Let me check. All right, people, I'm going to be right back as well. Give me a second. Who are you supporting, Switzerland or Sweden? I'm neutral, just like the Swiss. I'm neutral. I'm neutral for this game. That's what I would say to that. Okay, so somebody said that the touches are bad, but plus he's either too far out back defending or just wrestling. Yeah, because the thing for Yerkes, he just thrives those channel sort of runs. But even today, when he's gotten into the channel and he's had space, it's just been a poor touch over and over again. So that's why I'm a little bit like, you gotta just play better, Victor Yerkes, or otherwise you're gone. And then a guy like Elanga will take your spot, or a guy like Rooney Bardi will take your spot. So you just have to perform now. It's no more. Oh, you know what? He needs time. No, you're 27, 26, Victor Yerkes. These are now your prime years. You need to perform national team level and club level. And he's done that with Sporting. He's had a pretty good, couple of years with Sweden. Just got to keep those performances going. Johansson is not giving any confidence at all. He's emptied the goal while he's stopper wrestling with Embolo. I don't know what Johansson was doing on those 2 occasions, coming way outside of the 6-yard area. What is Johansson doing? Robert Olsen is a disaster, and he retired from the national team. This Johansson guy is not any better. Why can't you just find one competent goalkeeper in Sweden? One. Why is this guy such a mess? I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't even understand what Sweden is trying to do. An outdated 4-4-2. Let's not say outdated. IKEA versus neutral. And you said I'm neutral. So technically, you're telling us you like the Swiss. This is 4D chess right here. 4D chess moments going on here. Let me check I think we should soon be soon should be starting the second half. Wow. Somebody said to check out the France Azerbaijan. Oh yeah, this is definitely Harambol. But I mean, what do you expect from Azerbaijan? Oh, they're going to go toe to toe with the opponent? Heck no, absolutely not. And why is there no striker for Belgium? Oh my god, this Rudy Garcia guy is An idiot. Sweden have top tier players is the goalkeeper's fault. The goalkeeper hasn't conceded a goal today. So he hasn't conceded a goal today. He's like orange goal scored. Damn it. Sweden playing to their name. We are done. They need Jesus Christ right now. Sweden is what they need. Mbappe scored an amazing goal. Okay, so people are saying he scored an amazing goal. Let me check it out. Let's check Mbappe. Mbappe. Let's check out Mbappe here. We still got some time here in the first. Wow. Wow. Now he's on form this season. He said, "Oh, you guys said I was done. Oh, you guys said I'm a fraud. Come on. Come on. How much you have a 5 head?" I would show a figure, but I can't. I can't, Jeff. Screw you, Jeff. How much for the trim? If you pay me $100, if you donate $100, I'll get the trim this weekend. Alonga should have been there. Honestly, he would create better. Plus, he's got the speed and technique. Oh yeah, he's definitely got the speed and technique. But are his performances that convincing as well with Newcastle? And where does he fit into this team for Sweden? I think that's another big question mark. All right, we should be starting the second half right now. This is a massive second half here for Jon Dahl Tomasson, because if Sweden lose again, he might be sacked. He might be sacked. All right, let's get it. Let's get it, people. Let's get it. Remember to hit the like button and give me your second half predictions as well. Juventus are still undefeated so far this season. What do we expect here? They just got the Croatian version of Thiago Motta. Draw the games. All of the games. Maybe Sweden is missing Kulusevski. Yeah, they probably need a creator like that. And he was doing a lot better, Kulusevski, with the team compared to other players. But Kulusevski, his kind of form last season as well wasn't the best. And like, where would you play Kulusevski? Would you just take out one of Karlstrom, or you take out a Karlstrom, or you took out Ayari, or you Lucas Berival? Yeah, you're in a little bit of a predicament there. Oh. I don't think Sweden, Jesus Christ. I think they need that ruthless aggression. They need help. That's what they need. They need the biggest help possible. Okay, what is Reader doing? Oh, okay, I see what he was trying to do there. Oh my god, this is that a foul on Yildiz? Yep, that is. Ooh, is that good? Counter offer, $150 for Finland Norway. Watchalong wins that game, depending on when that game is. That game was Sunday. Okay, Jeff, if you donate 200, Jeff, I'll do the Finland Netherlands watch along, so that you can see me in pain for 50 minutes. Second place in this group, I would still go with Sweden, because I think they will get 2 victories at home against Kosovo and Slovenia, and then they will probably lose away to Switzerland. But I still think about 8 to. Oh my god, what is Ayari doing? Oh, here we go with Mbolo. Oh, that is definitely a foul by Isakine, and that should be yellow. I mean, how many? What are we doing here? Man, Mbolo is absolutely terrorizing Isakine. I mean, this is a fantastic battle, but how? Yellow card? No. Oh, now he gives it to a Kanji. Bro, Anthony Taylor is an absolute waste, man. He's such a. I mean, honestly, why is Akanji getting a yellow card for that? Okay. Is Granit Xhaka just about to do a madness here? Is he about to score a ridiculous goal? I'm ready for it, Granit. I'm ready for it. I can feel it in the air tonight. This Johansson guy looks like he's on all of the cocoa, if you know what I'm saying. He looks like he's on all the cocoa. No wonder he's playing like he's a lunatic out there. All right. He's giving a lot of space that just a poor free kick, poor pass out wide. Now Sweden on the break here with Victor Jerkeres to Lucas Bergvall. Can Lucas Bergvall find Yari? Oh my god. Oh. That was a really good counterattack from Sweden, but Ayari completely scuffed the shot there. Scuffed it. See, that's what Sweden, that's the sort of caliber of play you expect from this team. With all the quality they have, just 1-2 touches. Look at Lucas Barrios. Nice little chip over to Ayari. Lovely, just weighted pass. And all it just needs is now this battle is going to continue between Isak Khan and Bolo, isn't it? Look at the footwork from Isak Khan, Alexander Isak. They're going to need one of the two stars to show up in this half. Okay, so Isak Khan just wants to play bully ball. Can't win it. Vargas. And again, Embolo is just getting roughed up today. We'll be doing a watch long stream tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. We're definitely doing one on Tuesday for the CAF World Cup qualifiers. We're definitely doing one then. Otherwise, now I'm just gonna do one video tomorrow, and then I think that's about it for the weekend, barring any drastic sort of updates. But yeah, that's gonna be about it. And then we'll have a lot of videos after the window, mainly about the CAF World Cup qualifiers, and then a little bit updates of the UEFA, updates about the CONCACAF. Yeah, and then talking about the AFC. Too much content. Well, how can I make this my permanent job, people? How can I do that? Content I do for you for free. I don't watch Sweden, but I'm struggling to see how players like Girkis and Isak could work together. I mean, they have worked together. Oh, here comes Ndoy. Ndoy cuts inside. Ndoy. I mean, it's a good shot, but I feel like Johansson should be doing a lot better with that opportunity. Yes, it's a tough shot, and Ndoy should be kind of putting that more towards the corner, but that was a little bit of a weak shot. Yeah, this goalkeeper, it's actually straight at him, you know? It's actually straight at him. Oh, Rodriguez sells. Lucas Bergvall cross into the box, cleared away by Sweden. Jerkeres. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh my god! And then Embolo. So both teams just said, yeah, we're gonna play haram ball this half. We're just gonna play haram ball this half. Cool, guys. Yep, let's just play haram ball. Yeah, let's do it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. There's just one person out there, you know, kind of just streaming for God knows how many people. Ay. The mighty Deutschland. The mighty Deutschland. Deutschland. I think they go top of the group if they win that game. And if Slovakia lose, right? Hey, Germany are back at the World Cup. When it all looked doomed and gloom. Especially, let's not kid ourselves though. When it got to that second half against Northern Ireland and it was still 1-1 heading into the 70th minute, you're like, what's going on here? That's a clear foul by Karlstrom. Get this guy off the field. I am struggling to see what Karlstrom is bringing to this team for Sweden. What is he bringing? Which CAF team do you? As of right now, I would probably say Gabon. That would probably be my. That would probably be my pick. Either Gabon or Yeah, Gabon. That might be my pick right now. What happened here? Okay, over. Look again. This Johansson. Okay, he got a little bit. And the. I think. Yeah, it looks like. Big up honesty. I'm watching the Belgium Macedonian game, and the Doku is a player you will hate to play. Yeah, you would hate to play against him, but also you need some end product. Yes, he's gonna probably terrorize the defender, but okay, you can beat me one on one situation. Cool. Let's do it like it's the those short videos you see on social media of like those just all of the kids around two players and they're just doing one on one battles. Oh, Doku would be the best in the world at that. But you still need to have some end product. Doku is a wonderful player, but I, I'd rather have a player that gets me goals and assists. That's just me. At the end of the day, the objective in football is to win. So while Doku can be an exciting player and he could be an absolute menace to go up against, I would be comfortable knowing that he would have a poor end product to his game. But I think his game is overall improving, and obviously he's still got the one-on-one sort of dynamism about his matchup. But I still wouldn't be like, oh man, I'm going up against Doku today. Not like in a sense that it's going to be easy or anything, but if he's not firing, I'm cool. I'm cool. Big a warrior. I can imagine, bro. Yeah, you guys got absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Well, I didn't get to watch the game, but I mean, the fact that Bolivia did win that game, those are good signs for the Intercontinental playoff. Those are very much good signs because they're going to need to keep winning. I think Bolivia's next game is against Russia, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, they got some epic, epic friendlies, Bolivia. Respect to that. Respect to that. Yeah, they did. Yes, Doku really needs to add end product to his game. Look, honesty, I'm okay. Look, people absolutely terrorized Lucho at Liverpool. Oh, this guy has terrible end product. But most of the time, he did beat his man one on one. Most of the time, he was pressing like a demon. And those were attributes that this Liverpool team, you could say right now, are missing. They're missing a player like Lucho Diaz. And that's why, while you can criticize him all you want about the finishing, and I can understand that, the assists, he's not getting enough assists. Most top forwards around the world right now are not getting a lot of assists. Mostly now we're getting back to the Stone Age people here, where strikers are getting most of the goals. Back in the day when the cavemen were putting the drawings on the walls. We're getting back to that age. Strikers. Make strikers great again. Corner in. Yeah, this second half has kind of been dead so far. There hasn't been a lot of football played. It's just been a lot of collisions and a lot of just stop and go. And neither team are really controlling the game as of right now. This might be the first 0-0 in a long time. I can't remember what was the last 0-0 I had on this channel. It's been a while. The AFCONs were brutal for me. They were absolutely brutal to watch. Let me just check here. When was the last 0-0 on the channel? No, because we did the Norway. That was 3-0. We didn't do a lot of what we didn't do any watch-alongs last season for. So it's been since Ukraine Belgium 0-0 at the Euros was the last 0-0 here on the channel when we're doing a watch along. Oh, good play. Please, somebody just put in a decent cross. Vargas again. Oh my god. Great double save from Johansson. Or was that Sema with the block there? Wow, wow, wow. Finally, a little bit of control here from Switzerland. And now they're getting into the groove again. They said, okay, cool. Sweden, we gave you an opportunity. Now let's start playing football. Did you know Feyenoord striker Ueda has 8 goals in 8 games for Feyenoord, and he has scored again for Japan? Yep, I love Ueda, but he's just been dealing with a lot of injuries the last couple of seasons. But he's a quality player, man. But Feyenoord, they do this all the time. You go back to when it was Jan Gudetti, the Swedish striker. what did he have? Like 30 goals in one season? If you need to be a striker and revitalize your career, or you want to put your name out there, oh, go to Feyenoord. Go to Feyenoord. Wow, great double save though from Johansson. Perfect cross into the box. Reads the situation well, and then just puts his body on the line. That's better from Johansson. Now he looks a little bit more comfortable because before, I mean, the dude was looking like sideshow Bob out there. Actually, it was Semo at the block too. Not even Johansson. Damn, Northern Ireland are still winning 1-0, huh? Or is it 2-0? Oh, it's 1-0. And Northern Ireland, Germany, and Slovakia would all be on 6 points with 3 games to go. Football cinema. And I think Germany's next game is away to Northern Ireland. Does Connor Bradley have something up his sleeves? Hmm. The one thing they're missing, though, it's like Sweden are not playing with any intensity. You guys kind of feel like that? I feel like they just know that, like, oh, we have the playoffs in our back pocket. Everything's okay. And I just feel like this, they don't really have a lot of pressing scheme. Okay, Gran Xhaka just trying to make it life difficult for Vitmer. Play it back to Gobo. Oh, wonderful. Just nice and easy. Just play around the Sweden press. I say press. There is no press here from Sweden. I mean, that's the difficult thing is how do you press with a two striker formation? I mean, the best way is you're gonna have to look at how Inter approach it with Christian Kivo and before with Simone Inzaghi. Another corner for Switzerland. Uh, Haj Musa also is called Givario. Read him too is a very good right back. Also, Boss, the left back for Feyenoord, baller man. That Aussie is an absolute beast of a defender. That's the guy to watch out for next year at the World Cup. People, if you go tell your other group, if you guys go to other channels or anything like that, tell them about Boss, the left back for of Australia and Feyenoord. That guy, he's gonna be good. I feel like he's gonna get a move to the Bundesliga soon. Maybe even Premier League. Cross in. Rodriguez. Oh, okay. A little bit of a scramble in the box. Here we go. Bear Hudson. Just play it towards Yerkeres. Oh, this is where Yerkeres. Oh my God. Bro, his touches today from Victor Yerkeres have been so appalling today. And again, oh my God, he has been a disaster so far, man. An absolute disaster. They need to get a guy like look a there is like no combination play, no pressing. Look at Alexander Isak and Victor Yerkeres. They're like, oh, okay, let's just go back out. Let's just stroll around here. I mean, this is just pathetic from Sweden perspective on intensity and actually having a tactical plan here. Oh, penal? Hmm. Mm. Penalty for Switzerland, huh? I mean, that kind of looks like I'm gonna have to look at that again because that looked a little bit weak. Did Bear Hudson? He didn't even get him by the feet. It was just a push. Are we seriously giving that, people? Are we seriously giving that? Because that did not look like a push. Hopefully, Cubs, Uncle Mike. Wow. I don't know, people. I don't think that's really a penalty. Okay, Anthony Taylor's going to look at it. I don't. I think that's a soft penalty. Yeah, he lightly touches him. There is VAR at least. There's not some calf walk up qualifiers BS or Cabo Verde are going to get screwed at the end. There is at least VAR here, but now they're checking it. Now they're checking if it's going to be a penalty for Switzerland. Confirmed? Nope, looks like it's confirmed. All right. Ganan Xhaka is going to take the penalty here. Let's see if he can make it 1-0, if Johansson can be the hero. Boy, oh boy, this is going to be a disaster. To me, I don't think that was really a penalty. That kind of looked quite soft. And initially, I thought he got a challenge with the like a tangling with the legs here, but no, they're going to give the penalty. Let's see if Granit Xhaka converted because overall, I would say that Switzerland have been the better team through this game with Granit Xhaka stepping up, and of course, he's going to score. Golasso, golasso, golasso. This is going to be a stroll in the park to the World Cup here for Switzerland. An absolute stroll in the park. I mean, do they even have to sweat, guys? Do they even need to sweat? Come on, man. This is okay. So that's going to be now. Did they make it to Euro? They didn't make it to Euro 2012. It'd be World Cup 2014, Euro 2016, World Cup 2018, Euro 2021, World Cup 2022, Euro 2024. 7 straight major competitions for Switzerland if they qualify for another World Cup. 7 straight. These guys are Mr. Consistent. Mr. Consistent. And yeah, now the Swedish tears have begun. What is going on here? Well, what's up, bro? Not like getting the waves or something. Is that what Gran Jacques is doing here? Or is that like the mini eagle? Because obviously his Albanian roots. Who do you think will go further at the World Cup? Colombia or Uruguay? Oh, definitely Colombia. Oh, good hold up play from Embolo. Can you get back to Embolo? Oh, that should have been too. Vargas to shoot the ball, bro. Oh my god. How did Embolo not score that? That was great link up play between him and Doy. It's just like if you just have a striker like an Embolo, right? He's not like the greatest goal scorer throughout his career, but his overall link up play and the way he just physically dominates the opponents is lovely. Oh, he needs to be. That's just unlucky though. Just a little bit unlucky there for Embolo. But I will always respect the Swiss because nobody's going to fancy them. Every World Cup, Serbia's going to beat them. The last World Cup, what did Switzerland do? They made it to the round of 16. What are they going to do? The Euros now they're going to play England. They're probably going to lose. They should have won the game, Switzerland, if it wasn't for Saka. And then actually England now are a good, competent penalty taking team. Switzerland would have made it to their first semifinal in a long, long time. These guys just consistently, I wouldn't say punch above their weight, but players like a Freuler to an Ndoye, they deserve some credit here. Oh, great. And Embolo, look what he just did there. Unbelievable work defensively from Embolo. Unbelievable. So this team, they're just gonna keep on rolling like the Limp Bizkit song. Just keep rolling. What? Oh, and Isaac Hein is going to get bullied again by Embolo. Oh, almost again. Do you think Algeria has to sack Petkovic if he gets group in the AFCON? That's a good question. Does he need to get sacked? I think so, yeah. I think so. That is unacceptable for 3 straight, and obviously he wasn't a part of from the last 2 outings, but you cannot get grouped again if you're Algeria. 3 straight times. 3 straight times. Embarrassing. So I maybe would kind of be like, yeah, maybe it is time to move on. Maybe you have to see how like the manager from the Arab Cup is going to do. Oh, look at this play again with Vietmer. Can he just keep it in? Vietmer, that looked out of play. And Bolo misses again. I mean, I was just praising Mbolo. His finishing today has been horrific. It looks like Wiedmer is dealing with a calf injury. Shout out to Mega. God damn, that is crazy, crazy user. Greetings from Wales. Shout out to all my Wales people. I did visit Cardiff. Beautiful little town. Beautiful little city. There is nobody because there's no wingers on this team for Sweden. It is so paramount that Sema and Berhudson then create the width, but they look petrified to get into the attacking third. Absolutely petrified. So you got to make a change here if you're Yondo Thomason. You got to bring on Alanka. They haven't even made a sub yet. Switzerland even made a sub before Sweden. Pathetic, man. Pathetic. Embolo having a good game, but yeah, shitty finish. Yeah, no, I think he's had a really good game. Embolo. He's absolutely terrorized Isaac Hein. Look at that. Attempts on target. 6 for Switzerland. I mean, 0 for Sweden, but they really had one on the post, and Lucas Barrival should have scored. Should have scored. This is not. I think I had Switzerland still top of the group. I hope I did. I hope I wasn't too crazy on the Sweden hyper train. But I would still say they were playing better in the Nations League. Like they really dominated a Slovakia, for example, Sweden. Yes, it was Azerbaijan and Estonia. Who cares? But they dominated a Slovakian team that, they beat Germany on their day. But man, they just don't look like a competent team. And now, look, the Swede frauds are getting to get exposed both internationally and in their clubs. I'm not going to go with that boat. I'm not going to go with that boat and say, oh, look at Alexander Isak, Victor Gyökeres, Lucas Barrival. You really have to look at the manager here, Yondo Thomas, and saying, what are you doing tactically? Honestly, do you look at these players and think to yourself, oh yeah, let's play a back five? I have no clue how this Berhudson plays with Holstein Kiel. I don't know what position he plays, but he cannot be a right wing back for this formation. You really have to look like Hugo Larsen, Lucas Barrival, and maybe you could bring then like a Rooney Bargi, or maybe play Alexander Isak like in the number 10 sort of role. But you look at like Alexander Isak today. I don't know how many touches he's had on the ball today, people. If somebody could let me know, please. But they have been horrific. He's barely had the touch on the ball, and it's just again, could be 2 straight World Cups. Big up, Alexander. Alex Narnia. Michael, what's up, bro? You saw Brazil today against South Korea. What's your thoughts? Do you believe Carlo is the man to lead Brazil to their 6th World Cup? I'm not going to go overboard over one game, but because I would probably say that was one of the worst games South Korea have played defensively the past 2 years, 3 years. They were terrible. I just terrible. But yeah, it's looking good for Brazil. But they have to just keep performing like this. They got to keep performing like this. They just got to do the exact same thing like they did back in 2002, where a year before the World Cup, it wasn't great. Svensson at home. Okay, so he's bringing off Berhudson. He's bringing on Svensson, I guess, for Sema. Elanga? Hello? These are some weird subs here for Sweden. I really don't understand it. Yeah, you're just trying to change like for like. Yondo Thomason, you need to win this game. But yeah, anyway, Carlo. Yeah, I would say that it was a good performance. Could have been a little bit better. Defensively, they are looking solid. I think Gabriel, he's an absolute certified starter for next year at the World Cup. Is Gabriel, and then either it's Eder Militao or Marquinhos. Those are sort of the 2 guys. I'm still going to worry about the fullback situation. I'm sorry. I just cannot trust any of those fullbacks. And are you going to play, if you're Carlo, this super, super attacking football of basically having 4 forwards up front and then leaving Bruno Guimaraes and Casemiro as like just isolated in the midfield? It can work for some games, but let's see. I mean, that would be an excellent hiring if you're Jacques is coming on for Widmer. Yeah, so I think Widmer had the injury when he was making that last sprint to get the goal. This is no more the Sweden team of the 1990s. Absolutely not. 1994 World Cup, they got third place. 1994. Well, I mean, obviously, Larson was absolutely money that tournament, and they had another that striker. What was his name? Oh my god, what was the Swedish striker's name from that time? Oh, the name is gonna elude me. Oh no 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 no! Oh, God, I can't remember right now. But yeah, Sweden in 1994 World Cup, they played Fuji ball, man. They were attacking team. This team could never, man. I wouldn't even trust Casemiro. Brazil been playing well, only conceded 1 goal in 5 games under Carlo, and that was a pen. Yep, that was the pen against Bolivia. So I think that's what Carlo has to really do with Brazil is start from the defense and work your way up. Work your way up. And once now you can start to see this team play some better football going forward. It just so it predicates on how good Vinny is going to perform at that World Cup. Because if Vinny's on form and he actually shows up for once for Brazil at a major competition, oh no, Brazil can go far. If he doesn't show up, then who's going to be the guy? Esteval? Rodrigo? That's kind of my big word. Thomas Brolin. Thank you, El Sombrero. That's it. Thomas Brolin. That was the guy. He was unbelievable in that 1984 World Cup as well. Michael Rafinha needs to be in the best form if Brazil wants to win it again. It's been 24 years almost. I really can't wait any longer. I mean, Richarlison cannot be anywhere near that Brazil team. Come on. Richarlison starting for the Seleção? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. No, no. Generita de Aur Merita Mai Mult in 1994. I don't know if that's Romanian or what, Mihai, but or if that's Portuguese. That definitely didn't sound like Portuguese. Could be. Oh, God, what is Vargas doing there? So 15 minutes to go, and Sweden don't look like they want to score. I don't think Sweden, Jondal Thomason, are looking at the standings and thinking to themselves, oh, we might need to win this game, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you see me, Jondal Thomason? You are abysmal. Your team is abysmal. Fix up. Fix up. You kind of, because you could kind of say that maybe overall, like on the balance of quality within the team, Sweden and Switzerland are similar team, right? Similar sort of quality. But then you watch the two teams play. It's night and day, the chemistry and tactically how they're set up. And obviously, one team has a Granit Xhaka and the other doesn't. And that's a huge, huge difference. But my God. Uh it's just so abysmal to watch the Sweden team perform. At least in these qualifiers. Nations League was looking good. Maybe the friendly against Algeria was okay, but it's just night and day the quality and tactically how these two teams are set up. But again, how's that not a foul? That looks like a clear foul. Clear foul. I have no clue how that was not called up. It is still 0-0 between Belgium and Macedonia. Please just the faster managers like Rudi Garcia, Rebrov, Didier Deschamps are away from their national teams. It'll be a glorious day. Wow, Iceland got it back to 3-3 too. Woo. Another crazy game in UEFA World Cup qualifiers. And it's still 0-0. And it's still 0-0 between Sweden, Slovenia, and Kosovo. I mean, what do you expect from Rebrov, man? Rebrov is just terrible. Yeah, Belgium still haven't scored, apparently. They still haven't scored. They've had, let me look at the stats here. 81% ball possession. They've had 22 shots, 4 shots on target. You can't always go by the stats. They've had 1.75 XG. Macedonia have had 0.03 XG, 19% ball possession, 2 shots, 0 on target. That will be the most epic haramball performance by Macedonia if they get the points, though. If they get the points. YM, I don't even want to think about that, bro. That might start World War III. Maybe not Trump, but if that happens, yeah, World War III will happen. That would be crazy, you know? Can you imagine? Of all scenarios, that I don't think Alexander Isak or Victor Yerkes neither have even gotten anywhere close to the final third, or at least received the ball in the final third. I really think they just banking on the idea that yeah, we'll just go to the playoffs and everything will be fine. I think that's like what their mentality is in Sweden. Oh, Jaquez, don't lose the ball there, Jaquez. Good defending from Svensson. That's a corner. Yep, corner. That finally somebody from Sweden actually showing a little bit of fight for the first time. It seems like all game. Well, let's see what happens here. And again, they have nothing. Oh, Mihai, if that occurs, they know what to do. Well, they're not going to do it, but the right thing would be to strip the United States of hosting the World Cup. 100%. That's that's what you have to do. The fact that the delegates or the sort of I think it's the FA president for Iran, they can't even go to the draw. So when they're going to pan out to the Iranian sort of representatives at that draw, who are they going to show? Who are they going to show? Just show some random guy in the crowd. It's shameful. Shameful, bro. I mean, I'm not going to go all political and that sort of stuff, but man, can we just have just a little bit of normality heading into this World Cup? Probably won't happen, will it? It definitely won't happen. Oh, good play into Embolo. I mean, he deserved. That's another foul. Yep, another foul. Another foul at the edge of the box. Yondo Thomason is the Danish Gareca. No, 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 no. Respect Ricardo Gareca, El Tigre. Respect the coach. He is much better than. What has Yondo Thomason done in his career? Generally, what has Yondo Thomason done in his career? Let's actually look at his stats, managerial wise. Epic player. Epic player, but let's look at his manager stints. Okay, so he was an auxiliar, 40% winning percentage. Not too bad, pretty good. Roda JC, 17% winning percentage. Malmo, and Malmo are always going to be dominant in Sweden, 55% winning percentage. Blackburn Rovers, 44% winning percentage. And now it's Sweden. He's got a 56 win percentage with 5 losses, 9 wins. Not that crazy. Not that crazy if you ask me. I honestly would just go for the Malibu coach. Or I don't know the manager's name, but you go with him because he's doing a craziness right now. All right, let's see. If they convert this free kick, it's game over. Game over. Once Vargas, okay, what? A kanji. Okay, that was an interesting set piece play to get a kanji to take the shot. That was fascinating. Matsambi coming on for Vargas here. Where does Manzambi play his football? I haven't seen this guy play at all. I mean, he did come off the bench. Oh, he's only 19. Johan Manzambi with Freiburg. Now he's just playing for Freiburg in his second season. Okay. This is probably the new future, huh? Manzambi and Yasari, the future. Lo Slovakia choked their chances to qualify for the World Cup. What did Iran lose to? Oh, here. Speaking of Monzambi, he's on the ball already. Monzambi, is he going to play it? Oh, good feet. Oh, what's a ball into Endoy? Oh, that was actually a perfect ball from Monzambi into Endoy. Just a little bit too much on the sauce. Wait, let's see. What did Iran do today against Russia? They lost 2-1. Of course. What do you. Okay, Taremi was starting. Hojiza, Mohebi, Nurfakan, Esatoli, Goros, Nemati, Rezaizin, Galizadze, Aburgei, Beravan. Please, somebody just get rid of Beravan. I mean, Beravan should not be anywhere near this. In the game against you, he cooked them. Big up to Joy. Do you believe that Benin has the chance to qualify? I will talk about this tomorrow in the video, people. I will make a separate video on Group C and talk about the final match day because I think it deserves its whole thing, huh? It deserves its whole video. Lucas Berival. Uh, that is their first genuine opportunity, and he's immediately subbed. And Rooney Bargy is on for what? The last 5 minutes of the game. You got to feel for Lucas Berival, man. But he's a young kid. He'll bounce back. Tedesco is struggling at Fenerbahce. Why is that a surprise to anybody? The guy is another terrible manager. Do we not see anything from the Belgium national team or RB Leipzig? The dude is not a good manager. And Bolo is just toying with the Swedes now. He's just toying with them. Oh, come on, Zombie, get to it. Nope. Okay, Monzambi. This Monzambi guy's got the pace. He's got the dribbling. Doesn't have quite the finishing so far yet, but you don't need it. You don't quite need it yet. Johan Monzambi. Okay, I'm gonna remember the name. Remember the name, people, because this guy looks pretty promising for Switzerland. Shaka out wide to Yaquez. They know what time it is, Switzerland. Wrap it up time. It's clobbering time. It's wrapping it up time. Wait, did he did not get called up here? Talvin. Oh my god, Florian Talvin. When was the last time you heard that name score for France? Brother, he's 32 years old and still playing at a high. I remember when he went to Tigres. That was such a weird move, you know? Yeah, he was double agent against. That was one of the craziest moves ever when Florian Talvin. Obviously, when Gignac went there, I mean, Gignac is arguably the greatest Liga MX player of all time. One of the greatest, at least the greatest foreign player. You could easily say that. Player wise, like with obviously Mexicans also, maybe he has an argument, but that was so weird. Talvin actually got caught. Oh, look at Rooney Bargy. Rooney still got it. Are Sweden gonna, scam a draw here? Because shirts of beavers. How many shirts of? No, I just got the same one here. I just watched it, guys. That's all. Because if you don't realize, I just film like for 2 hours straight, and I do a lot of videos, and then I obviously edit them out and then post them. So probably that's why. Back post. Nope. Nobody. Oh, damn, Ukraine they took the lead again. I feel so sorry for Doko and KDB literally carrying Belgium on their backside. I said it at the time he was hired. Rudy Garcia is an abysmal hiring. Abysmal. Why is he the man? Wow, they've had a 2.77 XG Belgium. and they're still not going to be leading this group, are they? Nope. Macedonia will still be leading, but oh yeah, Belgium's next game is against Wales away. Oh, that's going to be a decider, isn't it? I feel like still Macedonia have to go away to Wales, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that's their final game. Wow, wow, that's going to go down to the wire. Who's worse, Tedesco or Garcia? Well, that's a tough one, Matt. Tedesco or Rudy Garcia? That's just shit and diarrhea. Now it's just which one do you want to? Which one do you prefer? Now Rudy Garcia is worse. I would say. Yeah, I would say. Oh my god, there's just no sort of combination play here for Sweden. Now they got. Let's see if they can find anything here. Now you just got Rudy Bargi just turning into a street footballer, doing just his own moves. Oh, he's just doing. I mean, that was a sick couple step overs, and then this little whoop. Oh, he actually did the nutmeg too. Whee! Oi, oi, oi. Oh, didn't quite work out there though, did it? What a fraudulent ref. Well, what do you expect? It's Anthony Taylor. The dude is an abysmal, abysmal referee. So we got 5 more minutes. This is it. This is basically Sweden's campaign right here. It's 5 more minutes. If they don't pick up anything here, it's done. No, it feels like every player is just isolated on the Sweden team. You don't feel like Alexander Isak's involved at all in this game. You don't feel like Vitor Gutierrez is at involved in this game at all. It just feels like nothing. Like there's no team cohesion. It's just like, okay, yeah, guys, you're gonna put on the Sweden kit, run around, get the cardio in, go do the Cooper test out there. That's it. There's just no vibes. Just a bunch of individuals. And it sucks because this Sweden team are super talented. You put this Sweden team up against that 2018 team that did so well at the World Cup. Oh, this team talent wise are much better. Easily. And look at what that Sweden team did to make it to a quarterfinal. Here's Mbolo. There is 5 minutes of added time. If we've already played a minute and a half so far of the added time. I just think the 5-3 Ukraine. It just feels like the mentality within this Sweden team is just lacking. There's no sort of how would I say it? Maybe I'll have to drop a video about that because you cannot have this sort of mentality and this sort of play style heading into the playoffs. You can't just be like, oh yeah, we're gonna turn around when it gets to the playoff crunch time. You need to have cohesion. Okay, you can lose, right? Switzerland are a very good team. You can lose, but you have to look a lot better. At least go out with a go down with a fight. Don't just turn into Anthony Joshua against Andy Ruiz and just say, look, this guy's going to beat me today. No, 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 no. Or you're Conor McGregor against Khabib and you're just tapping after you just were a pussy the whole entire fight. Come on, man. Colombia are top 20 in the world on the rankings, and there are 12 groups, so no. We'll lose point to Azerbaijan again. Rebrov, man, that guy is just surviving by the week at this moment in time as the manager. Oh, what? Now that's finally a little bit of urgency from Sweden, but a little bit too little, too late. Too little, too late for this team. So the big winner tonight is probably Germany, would we say? That would be my guess. Oh my god, there's just nothing, bro. All right, just Switzerland. Please get a second one. Please get a second one. Monzambi, goal. Hey, the young kid gets it. Let's go. The young kid gets it. Inflict the pain. Monzambi gets his goal. Nice, 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 nice. 2-0 for Switzerland. Game done, dusted. They fully deserve it. Outstanding performance once again from Switzerland. Outstanding. These guys are just, they're such a just a clutch team. We might have to just call them the most clutch team. Look at Moriaki. This guy looks like a absolute boss, and he knows his team are enjoying the football. Enjoying the football. Now the young kid, I think that's his first ever goal for Switzerland, Monzambi. And we're gonna have to keep an eye on this guy. I mean, it's a little bit of a lucky shot, and Johansson should be doing better, but still, take nothing away from the young kid. I mean, yeah, it definitely takes a deflection off Isaac Hein. Oh, yeah, he probably should be doing a lot better there. Did he score against the USA? I'm trying to remember Monzambi scoring against the United States. I'll have to recheck that one after the stream. Well, yeah, that's it, guys. That is it, people. It looks like Switzerland, they will pick up the 2-0 victory. They will now go travel away to Slovenia, and at this rate, they might qualify to the World Cup already. They might already qualify. They might already qualify from this window. And everybody's leaving from Stockholm. Adios, adios, adios. Adios, adios, adios. We'll both be watching the World Cup from home. Join the party. Sweden. Sverige. 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 Welcome to the party. Anthony Taylor, game. Here we go. That is now how many goals scored for Switzerland so far in these qualifiers? That is 9 goals scored, 0 conceded, 9 points, perfection. Perfection. Nothing more you can ask from this team from Muri Yarkin. They're on just cruise control. Absolute cruise control. And again, there are going to be a dangerous team. Oh, yeah, Sebastian Larsen, one of the assistants for Jondal Thomason. Wow. I actually have never seen Sebastian Larsen. Again, it's like Switzerland are just, they're ballers, guys. They're absolute ballers. I love this team. I think they don't have a superstar. You could probably say their superstar is Granit Xhaka, and it's to the benefit of the team because he's a leader by his example on the field and captaining his team. But they're just going to cruise to the World Cup. They'll go away to Slovenia and they'll probably win 1-2-0 and control the game and somehow get the goals. Every player is comfortable on the ball. And then from a Sweden perspective, I mean, these guys, they are abysmal. I mean, I saw some Swedish people laughing at Finland losing to Lithuania, but Finland winning the game. Look at your national team. This is horrific standards by Sweden. They don't have a style of play. They don't know what their best 11 is. They're just hoofing it up to Gyökeres, to Isak. There's no midfield play. There's no pressing. There's no tactics. There's no willingness. There's no desire. There's nothing. I don't, these are like the basics you need in international football. You don't need a crazy tactical mind for international football, but you need to work hard. You need to at least have some game plan. Sweden have nothing. Nothing. These guys look abysmal. And at this rate, yeah, you have the back pocket of a Nations League, playoff spot to make it to the European playoffs, but you can't just bank on that. You need to play well heading into those playoffs. At this rate, I mean, yeah, they'll maybe play like a Romania, but are we convinced that Sweden could beat Romania at this time? No. So, boy, oh boy, it's not looking good for Sweden. I would be very worried if I was a Swede right now. And yeah, big problems for them. Everybody, thank you all for tuning in. Big up to Animator Mishra for becoming a member of the channel. Big up to Kurt. Big up to Jeff for their kind donations. And we will be back here on Tuesday for the watch along for Group C of CAF World Cup qualifiers. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to drop a separate video tomorrow talking about the Group C of CAF World Cup qualifiers, and also probably drop a video talking about Sweden, maybe, because I'm feeling like I'm going to hate Sweden in that video. I'm feeling a little bit on the devilish side and, just really ripping it onto my neighbors because these guys are just, they're terrible. They're terrible. Terrible. But yeah, thank you all for your kind support. Remember to hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And also remember to follow me on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter. Join the Discord. The Discord right now is hot during international break. But everybody, have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. Till next time. Adios.